Alright then, well, there's another qualifying session, the second qualifying session complete here in Las Vegas. It's only the second time we've been here in Las Vegas, of course, the land of gamble here in Nevada, the capital here in Nevada. This is round 22 of season 12 here in F1RC. Let's introduce the starting grid. Then in that case, Chris was the only man to set a 15.9 in the qualifying, so he starts on pole with his title R22 Warrior looking to win the race today. He starts alongside him. Then we have Sam in P3, climbs to second in the championship after that win in Brazil. And we have the McLaren John here in P4, and you have Matsky here in P5 for Red Bull. Pi Lucas starts P6 for Mercedes, and it's Matt whenever he joins. He should be here for Toyota with James Rigby. He didn't participate in qualifying. There's James. Then we have Train Pig, a debut. He starts for Holtabu in P9 with P10 going to the Red Bull here of flipping. Yeah, I forgot. Alright.
Is that Red Archer? Because Red Archer is then supposed to where James, which is supposed to be where James is right now.
I don't know. But 20, what did I set it to?
28?
28 laps. Okay. Everyone ready?
Ready.
Okay, CC limit 25, 30, 35. Let's start this race. The penultimate race of the season is now upon us now. So get prepared for the Las Vegas Grand Prix. 5 lights on ahead of the drivers. It's lights out, and away we go. Chris getting immediately a decent start. Sam pulling up alongside Green. Not an ideal stop for Green Jawar. He's already putting the pressure. Sam to the outside. Then it looks like he's trying to do the up and over here. Looks like Sam is up into P2 then. Crucially, he's ahead of one of his championship rivals in Santa P2. But look at this. He's now hunting down up to Chris then. James with a pretty decent start. He's behind Luca for P5 and P6 then. Putting pressure on. There goes the Red Bull as well. Not too far off. Is in the turn 5 we go. I think this is or something like that. Green still fighting along with Sam here. And he's pushed out wide to the side of the track. And Sam trying to take the lead of the race. Chris with a bit of a mistake on the curb, and there's Sam to the inside of the corner. Sam now leads here in Las Vegas. James Rigby, he's up to P3. He's fighting with Grinch Warrior. Chris got a slightly better exit. He's now ahead of the BMW here of Sam. Is into turn 12, I think this is, where Pi Luca flipped it in qualifying. Looks like Sam a bit sloppy through that corner. James Rigby from the back of the grid already up to P2 then. So remember, James also needs a good result here in Vegas if he wants a chance to as well be fighting for this championship. He's still in it, of course. Down in P4 in the standings, he sits on 200 points, Chris on 211. Completing now the Las Vegas trip for the first time. James trying to sneak up the inside of his teammate. He has gotten a slightly better exit compared to him. Chris trying to defend hard that inside line. He'll have more speed on the outside with James Rigby. It's through the final corner we go. I'll fix everyone's laps. Don't worry about that. I'll fix everyone's laps. I'm just waiting for everyone to cross the line. Okay. Change.
Boom's back. Hi, Boom.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Alright, you're fine.
But
So Chris
just begun, so you can edge FIA.
Yeah. So Chris still leads.
Wait.
Then James P2.
Right DC limit in FIA, so Boom knows it as well.
Oh yeah. 25.
So that Matt theoretically knows it.
Okay.
Oh, I put it in
It's
freaking
25,
lounge.
30, 35.
I put it in lounge. 25, 30, 30. Alright, there we go. Okay, James Rigby is heavily applying pressure here to Chris now. That's a whole bit of a mistake from Sam, and that's with Mercedes. That's Mercedes in the background of Pi Luca, the same corner where he flipped it in qualifying. He's now caused a howler of it, and he's now to the back of the grid then. So Pi Luca, unfortunate for him at that same very corner. He now needs to get his head down, get a move on here. Oh, that was Melon and the Red Bull started at the back of the grid. Okay, my bad, Melon. But
okay.
yeah, so Green Ninja Warrior, I think he is up to P3. Yes, he is. Green Ninja Warrior up to P3. Sam P4. Chris still leading out in front as we start lap 3 of the race. Chris is your race leader with James Rigby P2, I7 Green P3. Sam trying to make an attempt for P3 here around the outside of turn 1. Not quite close enough on this occasion, so he's going to have to try and look for another way to get past this Ferrari. Melon in P5. Never mind, it's Train Pig up to P5. Train Pig currently around the outside of the Red Bull. And Melon is overtaken here by the whole taboo. John in P7, Matsky P8, Pi Luca out in P9. Bit of a bump for Train Pig here as we enter the middle sector. Melon trying to capitalize on this mistake here unless he can get a better exit through the chicane. Bit of oversteer for both drivers, and Melon hits the inside of the wall and as well as the outside, so he's lost some time, and Train Pig will get his head down now, I would imagine. Let's see them. James Rigby, what is he up to? Looks like he's actually under pressure from Ninja Warrior. Better exit with the Ferrari, and Green, of course, he's this is where he feels confident in race trim. Is where Ninja Warrior feels he is most best fit for these type of scenarios in the race. Get as much pace as he can. Try to maybe scare James Rigby. Weaving over on the inside line. Green deeper on the brakes compared to the Rusties. Slightly better exit for James though. So at least for the moment, James will stay ahead of this, but the more fighting they do, the more they allow Chris to run away with this. The gap improves to 9/10. Matt will not participate in this race, so I'm just going to move that car out of the way because it's now lap 4. And, yeah, he can't, well, drive, so I'm just going to move the car.
Gonna have to be FIA.
Yeah, he's going to have to be FI. So we got 3 FI members today. Once he comes
James
back.
currently having somehow with the fastest lap.
James, the fastest lap, it's a 16.6 for James Rigby. He's going purple in that first sector as well. The top 4 are still in the championship, are still in the top 4 in this race, and they're pretty close together, all within roughly about 2.5 seconds, so not too bad. Oh, a bit of a mistake from Chris at the front of the grid. I think he might have tapped the wall on the exit at turn 12. And oh, there's a car upside down. There's a car upside down. I don't know who it was. It's it was Melon. Never mind.
No, there's a Red Bull.
It's a smash.
Spun.
Yeah, it was, I
Not
thought it was a car upside down, but it was a Red Bull Melon who smacked the wall. Okay. All right. I saw the car like sideways or something in the background. I'm like, oh, he's upside down. But never mind. Alright, well, Melon jumps to the back of the grid. Train Pig under pressure from Luca to the inside. Luca with a brilliant overtake then. Nearly got it done. Train Pig got a slightly better exit. And these two obviously driven in Romula before, driven in various different leagues. So let's see what Luca can do with Train Pig. Can he overtake him? He's now up to P5, or P6, my bad. John in P7 still trying to catch up to this fight ahead of him. And let's see if he can keep Melon behind, as John probably has to worry more about the Red Bull than he has to worry about the Mercedes and the
That's not
Autobahn.
Melon, mate.
Oh, that's you? Oh.
Yes.
Shit, I'm just so used to you being like at Anyways, let's see what Matsky can do then. Can he overtake the McLaren and John? Obviously, these two have never really met each other. So let's see, Matsky closing out on the McLaren. Bit of a mistake, though, from the Polish driver. And Matsky, yep, he's going to lose some time to John then through that corner. James Rigby, meanwhile, at the front of the grid. Looks like Chris has extended his gap once again. Green and Sam in their own little battle as well. Green slightly ahead of the BMW behind him. And Green said earlier before this weekend he does not want Sam. He doesn't even want to think about the fact that he's in this title fight. Well, he can see him in his rearview mirrors, and it's now becoming a reality that Sam is here. So we'll see what he can do. Green trying to push on, Sam trying to push on, James trying to push on, Chris trying to control the pace of the race right now. Lap 6 of 28. The gap is closed to about 0.5 of a second. Both the rest of these is looking pretty decent. A bit of oversteer for Sam at the exit of turn 1. And, yeah. Pretty much it. Let's see. Has Matsky overtaken John? No, he's actually lost some time compared to the McLaren. Melon even gaining on his teammate then. Bit of a love tap to the inside for Matsky. As Luca, is he still in the fight with Train Pig? He is. Train Pig's still ahead of the Mercedes for the time being. So this is the first time Holtebo, if there were to finish like this, I think Holtebo's first points in like a million races. I think they last scored points in Australia. So yeah, there's that. Let's see. Ferrari here of Greninja Warrior we're currently on board with. A bit of a mistake from James Rigby in front, I think. Green was able to gain through that corner, and he has extended the gap to Sam quite massively throughout this lap. James still holds the fastest lap. Green on a 22.6 in that middle sector compared to Sam's 23.4. So yeah, big mistake or something by Sam through the middle sector has allowed Greninja Warrior to calm down a bit, and he now can go and be the hunter this time and see if he can hunt down James Rigby. So let's see then what transpires after this. Lap 7, 1.4 seconds. Will strategy be a play in this race? Tire wear is decently high here in Vegas. So we'll see what strategy will come into play. As we're pretty early to pit. Lap 7, of course. Maybe I'm expecting around lap, I don't know, like maybe 13 or 14 when the drivers decide to come in. That's Green. Bit of a wall tap on the exit. Sam trying to give chase as well. Pailuka has closed in on Train Pig here, but not close enough to make a move. There's a fight going on in the background. I think that's John being involved in a mix. Let's see what he's up to. Yep, John and Matsky. Matsky trying to think a move here through the chicane.
That's not me.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Alright, well, here's Melon then to the outside of the McLaren, and I think Melon's going to be able to get through here on John to the outside. John defending the inside, and we'll have the spinning spear in the background, and there goes Melon. Better line through the S's, better speed, and he's able to get through on the McLaren, unless John can get a better exit out of the left-hander. Looks like he has these two. Now down the Las Vegas Strip, sparks flying wheel to wheel, 200-something miles an hour as we approach the braking zone. These two going side by side. Hammer and Tongue will go on board here with the McLaren of John. I think 10-time race winner, something like that. I don't know. Yeah, here we go. Into the chicane. Melon slightly wide through there. I think John got a slightly better exit compared to the Red Bull. And here's Melon in a scrap with the Brit now. Through the final corner, the gap out in front is extended to 2.1. Looks like John is slightly ahead of Melon. And in the turn 1, Melon deeper on the brakes, more confidence on that soft compound tire. And he gets through on the McLaren then. But he's going a bit wide. Bit of a wall tap. I think John might be able to capitalize on that as we enter the right-hander approaching. Now let's go first person here with John. This is what he sees, of course, into the right-hander. Big old fat spear looking at him down on the racetrack. I don't think John's able to close in on this particular corner. Yeah, he's able to do a bit of corrections, and Melon able to pull away through that section. What about Matsky? Matsky's also closing in as well, so he's not too far off. Chris out in front, he is looking, yeah, pretty darn quick. Has led every lap of this race so far, I believe. So, looking pretty decent. Train Pig improving in the first sector as well. So Train Pig still, never mind Pailuka and Train Pig now. These two now side by side. Pailuka's gotten a better exit, it looks like, out of that back.
My internet died.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, well, here we go. Train Pig under pressure here. Well, Pailuka's now ahead, but a bit of a mistake from the Italian stallion, and Pailuka, oh no, through the chicane, made a mistake of it, made a mess of it, and now Train Pig was easily able to slip through, and he's now back up to P5. Pailuka has to go on the hunt once again. As Matsky, I guess his internet died, so, no, I mean, you're still driving. Okay, he's back. And John, bit of a mistake. Oh, Matsky went super deep to the inside, but completely outbraked himself. And, yeah, that wasn't ideal for him. But Matsky, oh, look at that. John makes a bit of a mistake at the exit of turn 2 or 3 or something like that. And, a bit of a wall tap for him, but I think he should be able to get away with this. Unless Matsky can pounce on it. Through this chicane, we're about to enter. This is where Matsky tried to make an overtake on a previous lap. And John up on 2 wheels. Matsky drifting through that corner. And a bit of an awkward line for him. He will lose time to the McLaren. Let's see what Sam is up to. Sam lost quite a hefty amount to Green Ninja Warrior. So Sam has not been able to keep up with Green's pace. Green looking pretty smooth. He's going to need, as I said earlier in qualifying, or earlier in the race, I don't remember, he's going to need those years of experience, and those 3 titles that he has to his name to know what to do in the situation. 2.2 seconds the gap, 4 seconds the gap to Chris. Lap 10 of 28. What strategy will Rusty's play out? What strategy will Ferrari play out? What strategy will BMW/VCarb play out? Because Sam is driving the BMW, but he's going to be scoring points for VCarb. So, yeah. Let's see. Melon as well. Melon trying to close in on Pie and Train Pig, I believe. Train Pig with a pretty decent corner through there. So, nothing too major happening. John under pressure, not too far. He's actually pulled away from Matsky by a good amount, so we'll see. Matsky with another mistake through that chicane I saw.
I hate that fucking section of corners, holy shit.
Well, the race has calmed down now a little bit. Boom, what's your opinion on it?
Well, I think it's been interesting for the first few laps. We've had some pretty good wheel-to-wheel battles so far.
And Matsky's made another mistake. He's fucked off into the wall then. Okay.
Yeah, no, it completely spun me around, like 180 degrees.
Alright, well, love to see it. Lap 11 now. And the spear still spinning off in the background there, as you can see. I'm really glad I got that sphere to spin. It's really nice, but yeah, you know. Anyways.
Was that last season or this season?
Nah, last season as well.
Yeah.
I just put a script in it that makes it spin. That's all I did. Alright, I'm gonna rejoin because the FPS is kind of, I don't know, like died off. Alright.
I'm surprised I haven't flipped yet.
Surprised nobody's flipped there. I'm gonna jinx that, aren't I? Alright, well, we go with Chris, your race leader. James Rigby far to the inside and then pulls back over to the racing line. I think Green Ninja Warrior is slightly starting the game on the Brit here. Season 7 world champion, of course. Oh, James slightly deep into the chicane. Okay, might cost him some time here. Looks like it has. Chris crossing the line to start lap 12. They got now, well, I mean, for me it's broken, but like it'll fix itself eventually, I guess. I don't know.
It's lap 12.
Yeah. Well, for me, all the names are glitched, so it'll fix itself. Alright, Ninja Warrior. Let's see. On the soft tires, not that that matters, but you know, he loves a good soft tire use. All three of these on the top 3 mouse users, such sweats. All of them are mouse users, bro. Like, oh my god. Ninja Warrior doing everything he can.
Is there anyone driving on keyboard apart from me?
I think Matt usually drives keyboard, but he's not doing that today.
Is there anyone who's actually driving on keyboard apart from me?
Not sure, but let's let's do a CC status update. James on 9, John 10, Melon 4, Matsky 2, Pi on 9, Sam on 12, Chris on 7, Green 15. Train Pig 2. Yeah. And yeah, that's your CC updates. Remember the limit is 25, 30, 35. Looks like Matsky has closed up here to John a little bit. There's a tire where maybe starting to hit the drivers slightly more than they would have wanted. Let's see, we started lap 13 now. No one's come into the pit lane yet. Will an undercut be at play for James or for Green? Can they undercut Chris? Can they overcut Chris? We shall see. Or is the pace of the Dutchman just too much for them today? Is Chris up on 2 wheels with that chicane, getting a bit risky through there? Green is closing in all the time on James Rigby here. Oh, and he's sliding about through the chicane. Okay, well. Green does seem to be gaining right now. It looks like he has more pace compared to the Rusties. Oh, nice drift there at the exit of 10-12 for the Ferrari. Sam has completely dropped off the pace. Train Pig might be able to gain on him. Where's Pi Luca actually? Pi is not too far off Train. He's able to you know, see him still, and he's caught up a little bit. Melon, crucially, is also caught up a decent amount, so let's see what Melon can do here in that sister Red Bull. Lap 14 now. Will Chris be coming into the pit lane? No. I gotta start watching the pit lane now, because just in case. This is probably when drivers are gonna pit. There's the first pit stop. James Rigby into the pit lane, and he is in cleanly. Okay, so first of the front runners, James Rigby into the pit lane. Oh, I got into a car. Okay, well, there we go. James came in cleanly, so he is the first of the front runners to come into the pit lane at 14 of 28. So exactly at the halfway mark, James comes in. Let's see what Green and Chris will do, as Green's kind of forced to... yeah, I saw that. Oh, Green sliding still. Yeah, let's see. Pi Luca as well, closing in on Train Pig. Oh, bigger a mistake from Train Pig. Bit of drifting going on for Pi Luca. And Melon as well, closing in. Oh no, that's James Rigby who's come out ahead of Melon. So, that's that. Train Pig and Pi Luca having some big moments through there. This is where James is going to gain a little bit. Pi Luca a bit wide through there. I think this is where James is going to make an overtake. He got a better exit. The straight line speed of the Rusties will help him out here. Where's Chris in a lot of this? Chris coming around the main straight. Is he going to choose to come into the pit lane? He is. Alright, make sure not to speed into the pit lane. Chris is in cleanly. John was in, but I didn't see him. So, John, you get a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. I have a detector. So, Green and Jawar into the pit lane. He's in as well. Alright. Green follows his Todd arrival in. Where will James Rigby come out? Chris comes out of the pit lane, still in the lead. Where's James Rigby? He's coming around the main straight. I think he's overtaken Green. He has, and by quite a distance as well. Ninja Warrior, he's going to have a lot fresher tires, but he's got quite a gap to close up to James Rigby here. So the undercut has worked wonders for James Rigby. And now, can he go and hunt down his teammate? Where's Chris come out? He's at the chicane. Not too far off of James. Let's see if he is able to close in on the Dutchman. But John does have a 5-second time penalty. Sam came in as well. Everyone pretty much came in, but no one else got penalties apart from John. So, Alright, there we go. Okay. CST status update. James 11, John 10, Melon 8, Matsky 3, Pi 11, Sam 16, Green on 18, Train Ping on 3. And there's a Red Bull coming in. That might be Melon. Yes, it is. Melon came into the pit lane and he's in smoothly as well. And he comes in for Red Bull. It's on a new set of soft tires. And we'll go and exit onto the track once again soon. So everyone has now come into the pit lane. There goes one of the cars. That's Train Pig. There's Luca. So Melon nearly came out ahead of Luca, but he's right behind him now on fresher tires. So that is crucial for the Philippine driver. Remember, Melon was involved in the title fight early on in the season, but lack of attendance has prevented him from continuing that charge. Same thing with Luca as well. Luca was also involved in the title fight. Was at one point leading the world championship, but yeah, we know how that played out. Oh, bit of a mistake for Melon. Okay. ASM, where the fuck? Yo, why the hell is ASM driving? Yeah, bro. ASM. Can't really.
You can't really join the race.
Yeah, I can't. That's not how it works, bro. Next week I'll let you. I'll let you next week. Alright, well. If he doesn't intervene, I guess, I mean. He's not in traffic or anything. He's just driving around. He's not impeding anyone right now, so. I mean, Sam is the closest one to him. John here, under pressure from flipping Matsky.
Every time I'm coming close, you start commentating, I just lose everything.
It's the commentator's curse, bro. Alright, I guess ASM just crashed out somewhere. I know, just bored. Alright, fair. Okay, Train Pig, doing his own thing. Oh, look at this, Melon. He is pretty close to Luca now. He's actually ahead of Luca. Okay, so some sort of mistake from the Italian, and bit of a wobble from the Red Bull here that might allow Luca to close in. He's going to be forced a long way around. Hard covering the inside is Melon. I think Pi got a slightly better exit compared to the Red Bull. Train Pig's gonna start running away with this. Lap 18 now. The gap out in front, 4.6 seconds. Here is Luca maybe to the inside of the chicane. He's gonna try, and could be a good overtake if he manages to make it stick, which he has. Luca deeper on the brakes compared to the Red Bull, and he's now ahead of Melon. Unless maybe he can switch to the inside line. Yep, never mind. Pi is ahead, slightly ahead of the Red Bull. But a bit too deep into turn one. He's going to maybe try the up and under, but it hasn't worked out for him. A bit too deep into the first corner. Looks like he's lost some time, but looks like Melon's gone wide at the exit of turn 3. That long right-hander, which is tricky to do. It is flat in qualifying the race, not quite. With heavy fuel loads or whatever, Pi forced the long way around at the right-hander, entering the stadium section of the racetrack, and again, Melon not allowing this Mercedes to go through so easily, but Pi is resilient in this fight, trying to make this as best he can, trying to make this work as best he can, and they're actually closing in slightly on Train Pig, so maybe this working together and battling is actually helping them. So
yeah, I gotta go see you next week.
Alright, boom, see you, mate. And looks like Pi slightly had to back off. And they can now see Train Pig clearly ahead of them. So let's see what Melon and Pi will end up doing. John and Matsky are in a scrap themselves, and looks like Matsky has overtaken the McLaren here. So Matsky
Fuck off, I know that I'm gonna spin now at the next corner because you said that.
Alright, looks like he hasn't spun, but yeah, let's see what John can do. I'm gonna smoke these lot on the wheelchair. Alright. Okay. Chris, the race leader, by 5.6 seconds. Where is James and Green? So James coming into that little left-hander. Green ways off a bit. And Sam as well. Sam is pretty far off. Yeah. Bro, I guess I'm just walking around in a freaking wheelchair. Crazy work. Look at this guy. This guy's being dusted. Bro. ASM is dusting cars in a wheelchair. Crazy. Can he go and catch up to James? He has. He's overtaken James. Oh my god. Alright. 6.3 seconds. Chris is the race leader, looking to extend his lead at the top of the championship. With Chris's win today, it would be 236 points at the top of the table. Of course, going into the final round of the season, if James finishes second, hang on, what the hell is this? Okay. Okay, thank you. Alright, just avoid it. I don't care about all this. Already done. Okay. James on 200 points. If he finishes second like this, he would get 218. And Greninja Warrior on 203 points. If he finishes 15, he would also be with 218. He'd be tied with James Rigby. So, the gap out in front would be 18 points going into the final race of the season. Meaning, Chris would just need to finish on the podium, and he will win the World Championship.
How much? Which position to get 8 points for?
P4, P6.
Then he needs to finish P6 or higher, and then he's done it.
Oh, he's not. Oh, yeah, because yeah. All right. Well, Chris last season, of course, or on lap 21 of 28. Chris last season, of course, did have the chance to win the World Championship as a rookie, which no one has ever done. But he...
Except for the very first season, but that
doesn't count, yeah. What's it called? Nobody's ever done. Pixel's joined ages later. I think it's a bit too late, Pixel. But, yeah, we're on lap 21. As I was saying, Chris did technically lose out on the championship in Qatar. He probably could have gone on to win the championship if he would have stayed for Qatar. But he lost it out in Brazil when he fumbled it in the sprint. And that's where Chris lost the title. But he came into the new season with hopes and dreams of. Bro, yes, I just. This guy just flew by Chris. Oh my god. What's it called?
Hello?
Yeah, I'm just silent.
Okay.
But yeah, what's it called?
You know, I constantly fear that my internet's gonna die because it wouldn't be the first time.
Okay. Alright, ASM is coming to the pit lane. Yep, no speeding. Yep, there we go. Alright, exits the pit. Agreed to the Ferrari.
449 studs per second. Incredible speed.
Incredible speeds by ASM. And that's a 5-second time penalty for ASM for speeding in the pit lane. So,
only 5. Okay, which one of you killjoys is gonna complain about that? 'Cause I know someone will.
I don't know. But, yeah, as I was saying, Chris came into the new season,
Someone
signed a
lose
new
the race,
contract
and
with
why is there a
Rusty's.
car at the end of the first straight?
That's the Toyota. That was the freaking, yeah.
Oh, Matt.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Chris came into the new season in hopes of winning that title, and he is on course to, looking likely that he will win it come the final race of the season. I'll see Green Ninja Warrior. Hang on a minute. Green Ninja Warrior. Sam is ahead of Green Ninja Warrior. What's happened here, lads? What has happened here? Sam's ahead of Green Ninja Warrior. Are we serious right now? What have I been yapping about this whole time? And Train Peak is closing in as well. Train Peak is closing in on the title rivals here out of nowhere. And Sam, from nothing, is up into a podium position. And it's on track as well. It's fully legit. Sam has overtaken the 3-time champion. What in the world? I wasn't even paying attention. ASM as well racing these lot. Bit of a war tap from Green. Train Pig is closing it as well. He's not too far off. Train Pig could be on the verge of getting a podium here if he locks in. So
You're
what
too
does
distracted by ASM flying by.
Yeah, ASM's just like, this guy's flooring it down the main street, or down the back straight on the Vegas Strip. Yeah. Green with a decent exit. Train Pig with a flying exit out of the chicane. And look at this. He's now side by side with a Ferrari. Round outside of the hole to boost. Sam is in P3. And look at this. Train Pig is up to P4 all of a sudden. Green Ninja Warrior just a P5. It's a desperate attempt. Down the inside from Green Ninja Warrior. Trying to be deeper on the brakes. Lap 24, 28 now. And here it is. Oh, Green slightly wide. And Train Pig is ahead now. I gotta rejoin because the freaking lag is gonna... it's ruining it. Oh my days. What the heck? I didn't even realize. The thing was that Sam was closing in. I was yapping
There
too
was a
hard.
battle.
Yeah, I was yapping too
Was
hard.
yapping too hard. Oh, ASM got another pen, and then
Oh,
stuff,
great.
and suddenly, oh shit, Sam is P3.
Yeah, literally. Train Pig is ahead of Green Ninja Warrior. Sam ahead as well. Green needs to find something in his locker, and he goes to the inside to try and overtake Train Pig. He's not quite close enough. He is still wheel to wheel with the hole to be right now. Can I speed 1K? Is that possible? Yes, I think I can go like that. That'll work. Okay. Green to the inside of the chicane. Now he's going to defend that inside line. Better line through the chicane. And he is now back ahead of the whole taboo. Now he needs to focus up and go and hunt down that BMW of Sam. And look at this behind. Melon isn't too far off in the background as well. He could still close up. I'm inside a barrier. He could still close up and maybe hope something happens out in front. Green closing in on the BMW here of Sam, which would very much not be in the approval of Green Ninja Warriors. ASM just again flying by. It's pretty funny just watching him go through. Train Pig to the inside of chicane here. Maybe he can think about a move, trying to get a bit of a switchback oversteer from the Ferrari. Green Ninja Warrior. Train Pig with a better exit. He's now back ahead, and look at this Melon as well. He's closing in on the battle. If Green Ninja Warrior finishes P6 or lower, he is out of the championship hunt, remember. It's a mistake from both Train Pig and Green. They both forcefully have to cut the corner in order for Green to stay in this title fight. I told him earlier he needs to be at least P5 or higher. With Melon closing in, that chance is looking unlikely now. We'll see what Green Ninja Warrior can muster up in these final 2 laps approaching. Sam into the chicane. Train Pig cuts the corner. Okay, Train Pig, you're going to give that back, mate. Oh, there's a freaking Red Bull, and Melons, I think, smacked the wall. Oh, no. I think I'll have to review what Train Pig did afterwards. I didn't see it properly, but initially it looked like he cut. I don't know. I'll have to see. I have it in recording anyways. But Train Pig looks like he is closing in here on Sam now. Green has dropped back. Lap 26. Did the lap not count? What the No, it did.
It did count.
Okay.
Everything's fine.
Sam, crucially, Sam, 5-second time penalty, excessive corner cutting. Sam's on 25. Green's on 23. Train Pig's only on 19 here. So Sam will have a 5-sec. Green just needs to stay ahead of Train Pig, and he'll be on the podium then. So we'll see what he can do. Through the chicane, or through the left-hander, Melon on 22 corner as well, so he needs to be somewhat cautious as well. Train Pig still fighting along with the BMW of Sam. Lap 27 of 28 then. As this battle continues to stir up here under the lights in the Las Vegas Strip, then Sam again going defensive, able to stay ahead of the whole bit for the time being. Ninja Warrior now trying to close in as well. An ultimate lap started now for these three, for these four really. Sam doing anything he can to at least finish ahead of Train Pig on track. He won't finish ahead in terms of well, you know that because of penalties, but Train Pig's slight wall tap on the exit of that long right-hander. As yeah, out in front though, Chris on the Las Vegas Strip has had literally nothing to worry about this entire race. James Rigby just now approaching the Vegas Strip.
Don't jinx it, Jordy. We remember what happened to Epic in Italy.
Oh yeah, the last lap fumble. Right. Train Pig, bit of a mistake there to the S section. He's forced to cut a little bit. And Train Pig is now ahead of Sam. Train Pig is ahead of Sam now, crucially. And the last lap has now started with Chris. Pie's 1 away from a penalty. Sam has lost a podium position on track. We'll see what Train Pig does. He will be, what's it called? Here, I'm going to put this in an announcement. Train Pig. Alright, Train Pig will be under investigation for overtaking off the track. But meanwhile, we're going to go and see what Chris is up to then. He is out in front leading the Grand Prix here in Las Vegas. And he won here last season. He is on course to win this season. Oh, he gave it back. He gave it back. Okay, Train Pig gave it back. He gave it back to Sam. Well, he needs to give it back to Green, crucially. That's what the point is. He needs to give it back to Green.
You're not under investigation for overtaking Sam. You're under investigation for taking over Green.
For overtaking Green. He needs to give it back to Green if he wants to. I mean, I don't know. I'll review it later. But Chris, currently at the main straight, he's done exactly what he needs to do to level his advantage in the World Championship. Then as he goes across the line, back-to-back victories in Las Vegas. He wins the Las Vegas Grand Prix and is now 18 points clear ahead of his nearest rival, James Rigby, as he comes now to cross the line. It's another Rusty's 1-2 this season. And let's see who's going to finish on the podium. Will it be Green? Will it be Train Pig? And James Rigby says, what happened with Train? Oh, he's gave it back. He's given it back. Okay, never mind. He's given it back. Sam is going to finish ahead of Ninja Warrior on track. He finishes P3, but Green will stand on the podium. And Train Pig finishes a brilliant P4 on his debut. Green did not get a penalty. No one else got penalties, so yeah, that's that. So no one else got penalties. So podium drivers to the podium. Only reason
there's still a race going on, mate. Here.
Oh, with freaking John and there's still a race going on. How did they right, these are so far behind that they're still racing. Freaking Batsky's ahead of John. Oh, for fuck's sake.
On track, on track.
Oh my days. And Sam is, or sorry, John is gonna pull into the pit lane. Why is he pulling into the pit lane? What the hell? Alright, well, John's gonna finish the race in the pit lane. Not really, you know.
I see. Oh, there we go.
Alright then, podium drivers to the podium. I don't really have a picture of the results because it's broken, but I know the results, so it doesn't really matter. So, alright, that's Las Vegas then.